This is a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. You've probably been wondering where Genius Bar has been. It's been maybe a couple weeks since you've seen us. So let me just catch you up. From me to you. Casetify really messed up. And as you know, they sponsored me one time, but they sponsored Sam a lot, and it was sorry. It was hard. It was hard for Sam. And he took it hard, and he's no longer with us. It's not funny because he just moved. Sam, everybody, he's here. Welcome back to the show, Sam.
I am pissed at everyone right now for so many different reasons. Dude, if I died and the only thing you said publicly was a sad face, I would be so angry at you. I would come back.
There's lots of things
dead.
Happening currently.
John, okay,
you're just in a bedroom. You just own a bedroom, basically. You don't own furniture or anything. You own a couple boxes in a bedroom. The rest of your stuff is traveling to you and won't be there until a long time. Yeah, they really got the real reason. The real reason by the way, sorry if we talk over each other. There's some weird delay, probably because we're far away now. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're professionals. The real reason I missed last week, and because of me, we both missed. I'm sick. I didn't have a voice this time last week. My life is in turmoil. I'm sick. Sam's gone. But here we are. We're back. Sam, how are you? Because word on the street, and by word on the street I mean our personal text messages. You're also sick.
You know, I woke up feeling kind of bad. I turned my frown upside down, and I said, I'm gonna have a good day. So we're having a good day. I'm officially out in Los Angeles, California. It's beautiful. Looking out my window right now, it's a beautiful, beautiful city. It's the city of angels. Soon to be the city of geniuses. And
we added another angel, I tell you what.
There's I think I see Casetify floating in the sky. First of all, I don't even know where to start with this. Can people in the tech world get a grip?
Okay, go on. I'm not sure where you're going with this.
Like, I almost forgot about the Casetify thing because it's been like a week. We should also give context because there's probably some like normal functioning humans that don't live on Twitter/X that don't know what we're talking about, because there are probably 99% of Casetify customers that don't know what we're talking about. Casetify is a sponsor of me. They were sponsored John. I work with them a lot. We had a good relationship. They got caught taking designs from two other companies.
Taking is a really kind way to say definitely stealing.
Well, yeah, I said they got caught. Yes, they got caught stealing. I mean, whatever
I don't know why,
word you want to use.
Taking just sounds lighter, you know? It sounds like
okay, sure. They obliterated and killed children to steal the designs. I mean, what? Like, I don't know. It's just steal. Are we really getting caught up on the semantics this early, bro?
Yes.
The point is, it was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else to say? Can we move on from the Casetify thing now?
Yeah, like, have people been, like, tweeting you or commenting on videos about it?
Yes, constantly, and they were commenting on your videos, too, and they're commenting on other people's videos,
Like, do they know we didn't know? Like, do you think the audience knows we didn't make those cases? Like, we weren't in on it?
Guys, I've got a confession. And it's the reason I couldn't come back to this podcast. I am the one who screenshotted the designs and sent them to my contact.
Damn. And the truth comes out.
I'm really sorry. I never meant to hurt Jerry.
Oh, man. Zach deserves better than that. I tell you what.
I needed some cash fast. I got this move, and I just said, you know, if NFTs are dead, I got to figure out some way to screenshot. So I just went on Dbrand's site. I hit Command-Shift-3 on my Mac. And I sent it right over. And man, now you can see I am living the fucking life because of it. I am currently sitting on the ground of my apartment because nothing is here.
Yeah, it really just looks like you went down with Casetify, man.
It really
like
just
when Casetify
showed...
went down, grown men walked in and they took all your furniture and they took all your YouTube gear.
It's a situation that is bad, but I don't know how else to say this without half the audience getting mad at me, and sometimes I think I just have to accept that that's going to be the case.
Why are they going to get mad at you?
Just because Casetify has done one bad thing in one area that they deserve to pay for, let me be clear, it doesn't mean that other things that they have done and or continue to do are not good or cool. Like, when Apple makes the battery on the iPhone 14 Pro bad and the battery life on a $1,000 phone sucks, it doesn't mean that Apple doesn't do other things as a company that you can enjoy and like.
That is not a fair comparison in the slightest, I don't think.
I think it's
that's
a fair
not
comparison.
An egregious thing. That's just bad production and an accident.
I feel like bad battery on a $1,000 phone is pretty egregious.
But they didn't they didn't do it on purpose to us.
We don't know the details of the Casetify situation, and everyone acting.
How does that accidentally happen?
Dude, I'm saying I don't know the details, so I'm gonna wait and let the court system handle it.
I mean, okay,
why?
But
like,
it is
for real. No, for real. Why do we need to have an opinion on something that hasn't been settled in court yet?
Well, that's a little strange, because they are a public-facing company for public consumers, and we, in a lot of areas, are the voice of those public consumers. And when Apple does something terrible, like slows down an iPhone or something like that, and there's a class action lawsuit, our response is never, "Oh, guys, you know what? We're not going to talk about it until it's settled in court." No, that's our job. It's public. This is a public-facing dilemma. I'm not saying it has to be like a huge deal, but like they are a sponsor of us, just like the BetterHelp thing. There was accusations, and we dropped them on the podcast before anything was technically settled in court, just because the public-facing accusations and the implications of those allegations are already bad enough to where, you know, we are responding. And that, I don't think that your favorite YouTubers audience, I don't think we should be held accountable. Like, that's weird. Obviously, we didn't know. People going to past videos of past sponsorships before this stuff. Like, I could understand if we put out a Casetify ad tomorrow and got hate for it. Yeah, I get that, because we knowingly made the decision. Like, okay, there's these allegations. There's backlash. Still want the money, though, so here's the ad. But that's not what happened. We had no clue. I think it's fair to say that Sam and I's experience with people behind the scenes at Casetify was nothing but very pleasant. Never had any... we have had some not great interactions with brands before. Casetify, in the list of every brand we've ever worked with, they're up there. Like, our interactions with Casetify have nothing but professional and good. And so it's a shame hearing it, along with you guys, what's going on. Obviously, I mean, I'm not going to speak for Sam, but I'm not going to work with Casetify probably ever again. I'm curious to see how they could possibly resolve this. The majority of their marketing that I see on TikTok, like they've obviously disabled comments and everything, because the less people know, the better it is, the better chance for them to just unknowingly get customers that haven't heard of this, and the customers will keep buying Casetify cases all the same. And they, this came out on Black Friday and they didn't really care. I mean, I'm sure they cared, but public facing, they probably still sold a shit ton of cases from people that didn't know any better. And that's probably how their business is going to continue. I'm curious to see how they could possibly get past this, other than either rebranding or and I don't think this is, if this happens, I don't think this is good, but I think this might be one of the only ways out is to use somebody as a scapegoat. I don't think this is at all what happened. I think that for them to have stolen these designs, it's gone through a lot of people to be able to end up on your phone as a shippable product. But I think that they may blame one person, one designer, and fire them just to save face and claim that they didn't know anything, like, because they tweeted, "Oh, we're doing an investigation." So what does that usually mean? It usually means they're going to quote unquote investigate, find somebody at fault, remove them, fire them from the company publicly to make it look like they're the good guys. They saved this. I don't think that one person could possibly be responsible for this stuff, but I think that might be the only way to continue as a brand. That is, if they're not completely like fucked after the court takes all of their money or a lot of their money and hands it to dbrand.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you've said, to be clear. And like, I know I definitely came off, I'm sure I can see the comments now, which is fair, to be clear. Like, I'm not trying to say don't say what you want, but it's not that big of a deal to me at the end of the day. What they did was wrong. Because I sort of know, and I think I probably have a different perspective than different people, which is like why I probably have a different take than other people. As somebody who's like spent time, like for full transparency, Casetify flew me out to an event in LA earlier this year, and I spent time on the ground, literally hours talking to like their top marketing executives from Asia. Like, this was not oh, you're meeting with the LA, like, I met a lot of people and we had a lot of conversations, and there's just no way that this was like an intentional directive thing that happened. If it was, then, and I like, it was like, oh, hey, it's been proven that like Casetify was doing this intentionally to malice and steal. Yeah, then I would say I'm not working with them again. If that's what the court finds, that's where I'll side. The reason I'm not jumping the gun and saying, posting things, I'm not working with them, disavowing them, is because I would like more context and detail about the situation, because there's just no way a company that spends hours and hours designing these super special collaboration cases, licensing IP from Marvel, like spending probably millions and millions of dollars a year on licenses, is also the same part of the company that's like, let's copy and paste this design from another company. Like, do you hear where those two things don't really make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's sort of where I'm coming from. Again, they stole design. That's bad, and they need to pay up for that. Like, I hope that what I'm saying comes across as not apologizing for them, because that's not my job and that's their thing. But like, I just think there's more context, and I sound like a boomer here, but not everything is just good guy, bad guy, and nothing in the middle. dbrand was very smart about how they did this. They don't, fun fact, dbrand doesn't actually care about the money. They did this only to ruin Casetify's reputation. Like, if you haven't seen that, like, they launched this campaign on Thanksgiving Day.
This is a full-on marketing tactic. Yeah, it's all marketing.
Like, they don't actually care if they make, I guarantee, deep down, the CEO does not actually care if they win. I'm sure they will, and again, I hope that they do. But this is just all about tarnishing the representation. The thing is, it's only in the tech community. Like, if you go on Instagram, no one is talking about this, because they're people that just like cool case designs, and that's what Casetify was really good at, was cool case designs, and I really like their designs. It's just a weird, I feel like people want me to publicly be like, I'm never working with Casetify again, and I just don't feel that way, because I'd like more context. And in my mind, in my mind, there's space to say something that a company did was bad, and that can exist while still having these other feelings about the company.
Yeah. I
think
for
that's
me, it's like, I think for me, two things can be true at once. Like them licensing Marvel stuff and going above and beyond in some areas can be happening, while at the same time they are lazy in other aspects.
Sure.
I mean, as Zach from Jerry Rig Everything demonstrated, it takes an enormous amount of work to pull off a properly done teardown skin or teardown design. And that's all honestly, that's what's being applied to the Casetify cases. They're making their own skins and then applying the skins to the case. And I think that was really lazy. And I think the only reasonable explanation is that they didn't know the Easter eggs were in there, and so maybe they thought they could get away with being that lazy. But they did cover up some other Easter eggs, so it's like, I just don't know how this outcome wasn't inevitable eventually. And I have a big problem with, one, that it happened at all, but also their response has been very very blame shifty.
Bad.
And
their response is sucked.
I think their response is also telling that they knew. Like, I don't know. I think with how defensive they're going to be, that's very telling. And two things can be true at once. I think they make good products and have been making great products. And that almost makes the laziness here worse. Like, you guys do so well protecting yourself in other areas. How could you have been this reckless? And I think if you guys bought Casetify cases either because Sam promoted them or I promoted them or anybody, maybe you just saw them on Amazon and you bought them. I'm not in the camp that, like, you got to throw your case away, you can't put it on your phone, you can't wear it on your phone anymore. That's horse shit, and people just enjoy the products that you bought. Like, they're still good cases. I just couldn't promote them anymore. I mean, I can, but I'm choosing not to promote them because it would feel wrong. But I don't think you need to, like, burn your cases and all that other stuff. If you like your case, you like your case, and that's it. It's like, it's just a plastic object. It's not the crimes of Casetify in your hand. So just, go ahead.
No, I mean, that's... first of all, again, I agree with everything you said. Like, nothing that you... Like, I agree. I don't know. Again, I feel like people sort of want there to be, like, this division, or like, oh, look, he did that thing, he supported them, so now he bad too because they're bad. Yeah. And I don't know. It just... I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a phone case.
Yeah.
For me, it was very weird on Thanksgiving when I was, like, spending time with my family to see, like, the entirety of the tech world, like, on their phones all day, tweeting Casetify and stuff. And I'm like, man, like, this is why the tech community gets a bad rap and nobody respects us, because it's like, there's a war happening. Innocent civilians are getting slaughtered every day. Nobody says a fucking word. Casetify steals 2 designs, and everybody's nonstop on their phone on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's, again, my perspective. I'm not saying that it's wrong to have an opinion. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have an opinion. It's just like, man, there are so... And I guess for me, it's like I'm moving and, like, I'm spending time with friends. That, like,
yeah.
I think it hit at a very interesting point in my life where it was just like, man, I've got so many more things to be thankful for and so many things that are more important than a piece of plastic and a sticker company. And it's just not that deep to me personally. And I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I mean,
but again, I to be clear, I understand that you're allowed to have it be more important to you. Like, cool.
Oh,
if it really bothers you, that's okay. Of course.
All of the fact that this is public facing is all on purpose. The fact that everyone, well, not me, and not you, but the fact that everyone was tweeting about it and it was like such a big deal. I do like Adam. I do like D-Brand. I've worked with them before. Another great brand. But the fact that we're all talking about it was manufactured. It was done on purpose, and it worked. And it's, again, 2 things can be true at once. Casetify fucked up, And this is a very smart marketing campaign from Dbrand, and that's kind of it. It could have just been a quiet court case. But like Sam said, it's not just about that money. They're making money right now through this marketing campaign. They're making money right now by tarnishing the brand reputation of somebody else. Not that that brand didn't sort of tarnish their own reputation, but again, the fact that it's public facing is all manufactured and on purpose. So just when you're tweeting about it and you're yelling at other YouTubers, just keep in mind you're kind of falling right into the marketing campaign. So
yeah, and hey, that's okay if you feel that way. Like I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate you bringing some nuance to this, but yeah, I mean, feel free to push me on anything.
That's what they call
or
me, nuance crosser.
Yeah, I mean, I feel free to, and I don't want it to be like, oh, he's not asking hard questions because that's his friend. Like, nothing's off the table.
I mean, I don't know what to ask you. I feel like we agree for the most part, and
yeah, I think we both agree on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Which is rare.
Weird
spot.
Rare us, weird thing to have to talk about on the podcast. But like I said, it's all public facing, and here we are.
Yeah, here we are. So that's that. That was the thing that happened in the past. Was that a week ago? The past 2 weeks to me feel like an eternity. I feel like
dude, everything is such a blur. Oh my god. And we look like we came out. We look rough. I'm just gonna say we look fucking like we've been going through it for the past couple weeks. But
this is the
and
face
my
of a
voice
man
sounds somewhat normal right now. But there it is. I have this weird throat tickle and cough and a lot of stuff coming up. I just noticed I'm really sensitive to light. This light is terrible, and I hate it forever. But I took a COVID. Can you say COVID on YouTube now? Is that safe?
I think so.
I took a COVID test a couple times. Negative.
Yeah.
So I just have cooties, I think.
Oh. You've been hanging out with your girlfriend too much, bro. I warned you about that.
Yeah, she's also sick. Coincidence?
Oh. Yeah. I hope she's okay. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's good. I mean, she's about to. That's a lie. She's about the same as me right now. So yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know if I can do anything for you guys. I want you to be sick.
I mean, now you're sick too. You're sick.
I'm
since
like half
yesterday.
sick. I'm like I don't know. I'm like I think it's just like moving and stress and life and like I think it's just the sitting in this room, and this is the only room in my entire apartment that has things in it. And I've been here 4 days already. And I have like 10 more to go.
Do you like it though? Like, do you feel relieved to be there?
Yeah. I feel really grateful and lucky to be here.
Hey Sam, did you forget to add something to your holiday wish list? Because it looks like you're missing a whole lot.
Oh wait, what? Yeah, that's coming up. What do I need to get?
Well, listen, not only are you missing like all of your important necessities, you're also missing Stamps.com on your holiday wish list. Today's sponsor. We love Stamps.com, and we all make mistakes, Sam. So it's okay. I forgive you. You can add it now because Stamps.com is your own personal post office wherever you are. With Stamps.com, all you need is a computer, a printer. Do you even have those?
I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay. Well, anyone listening and watching, all you need is a computer and a printer. They even send you a free scale, so you have everything you need to get started. Now, taking care of orders on the go is even easier with Stamps.com and their mobile app. If you need a package pickup, you can easily schedule one through your Stamps.com dashboard. And if you sell products online, Stamps.com seamlessly connects with every major marketplace and shopping cart. But Sam, what is the very best part about Stamps.com?
John, I would say that's the savings that you get.
What kind of savings do we get?
Let me tell you, John, you get huge carrier discounts up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates to raise your bottom line to save money. This is why we use Stamps, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be trustful and transparent with you guys. John and I, we do like money. Specifically, we like saving money. and shocker there. So guys, give your business the gift of Stamps.com so your mailing and shipping is covered this holiday season. Sign up with promo code GENIUS for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments, no contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code GENIUS.
And you don't just have to take our word for it, because for over 25 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Again, sign up with promo code GENIUS for a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, free postage, and a free digital scale at Stamps.com. Click the microphone at the top, Promo code Genius. Thanks Stamps.
Guys.
Do you feel lucky to be there because you banked off your Casetify sponsorship to be there?
Exactly.
You can just tell us the truth.
Yeah, I guess I should also mention this. Casetify, I don't have like anything in the works right now. Like it's not like I'm like setting this up because I have a sponsorship next week. Like I
hope they don't have anything in the works
scheduled.
for a second.
Yeah, they need to figure this shit out. But yeah, I'm not like trying to. Yeah, I don't know. I reached out to my contact. I asked them directly, "Did you know?" And yeah, I mean, I got the response of like, "Hey, we're doing an investigation." You know,
yeah,
that's that. So that's what I've heard. And
well, you know what? Yeah. What other unknowns there are in this world?
John, tell me.
What's going to happen with my Apple Card?
Well, do you want the Apple Track version or the Community Notes version?
I want that. Yeah, I was pulling up. I was looking at the Apple Track Twitter account, or X account, whatever the fuck. And Sam gets community noted constantly because of how he likes to tweet bait or post bait all the time. And the community notes don't do well with Sam's style of posting because obviously to get your attention, Sam is like, Apple Card might be canceled. And community notes are like, well, that's not what anybody said. You're not wrong, really, but
that's what I'm saying. The Wall Street Journal didn't they say in the article, which the Wall Street Journal broke the story, that Goldman Sachs, Apple's partner who issues the Apple Card, they said that they have heard that they are out. So this is not official Apple news confirmed, but the Wall Street Journal has good sourcing, especially in the financial markets. And like, I 100% believe this to be the case. This is not the first time we've heard Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, I mean, they're called the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, Journal. And I'm pretty sure they said if no one takes over the partnership, that Apple doesn't really have an option. I also said it might be canceled. I didn't say the Apple Card is canceled. I said it might be canceled. Where is the inaccuracy in that? I don't know. The community notes are a bunch of Elon boys running around that have never had power in their lives, and they're losing their minds.
I think there are people that are watching this show right now that being able to moderate community notes is like the highlight of their life. And every time you post, they're like, well, what can we say? He's wrong. And I mean, I'm not going to mention any names, but I know people for a fact. I know names right now that have community notes power, that not that they don't like us, but they like knowing everything all the time. And
that's fine. Cool, man. Have fun. Yeah, like, at the end of the day,
man, why are you assuming?
Feel free. No, it's just, I don't know. That's again, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, okay, cool. Community note me. Like, I don't know. Am I just getting to the point where like I just don't care anymore? I feel very apathetic in this video. Like, I was in Hollywood.
You definitely are like a very tame Sam currently. You're sick.
Yeah.
You moved. Your priorities are a bit shifted right now.
I feel more like at peace with things, I feel like. Like, I don't know. The other day, I was in In-N-Out Burger eating there with Luke Miani because he moved at the same time. Sorry to dox you, Luke, but I'm pretty sure you've said that publicly. So if you haven't, that's my bad.
Okay.
So we're eating lunch at the In-N-Out Burger in Hollywood. And a homeless gentleman walked in, and he came up to us, and he said, "Damn, y'all are cute." And I was like, "Okay."
Is that really what he said?
And then he goes, "Yes." And then Luke will back me. Like, I'm not. Everything I say will be word for word. And then he was like, "Hey, man, I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry. Can you give me anything?" And sometimes I will give people money. Today was not one of those days. I had a lot on my mind with moving. I was really hungry. And I just wanted to eat my burger. So I was like, hey, best of luck, man. But like, I'm not comfortable giving you anything right now. And then he looks at me dead in the eye and goes, "You're a nerd. You always been a nerd, like in high school and shit." And I was like, yeah, I am a nerd.
Wow.
And then he just walked away. But it's just
he really
like,
showed you, huh?
Yeah, like I don't know. I was just like, yeah, I'm a nerd. I like Apple. Like,
I'm glad
yeah,
you
that's
didn't
my
give
job,
him
man.
anything. At first, I was like, "Oh man," but then his response like just shows that the first few seconds were not
Yeah.
genuine.
Yeah, it was very weird, but I don't know. I just feel like it's just not worth letting stuff like that. Like I feel like younger me would like have been thinking about that comment, like, man, am I a nerd? I don't know. And now I'm just kind of like, yeah, man, I'm me. Like it's okay. I don't know.
Yeah. You're just
Let people be
Sam.
themselves. I'm just Sam, as they say. I don't know. I feel like I'm just in a headspace where I'm just looking out my window. I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful for my life and for my job that I have and for what I'm doing. And, I try to do my best, and I'm not always going to do my best. And sometimes I want to work with companies that end up stealing stuff that I didn't know about, and it sucks. And now I'm in a weird spot. It's just like, hind forward sight. Forward sight is 30/20 or whatever they say. But
Yep,
yeah, I don't know.
That's the saying.
That's what they say.
You nailed it.
There's so many more
just a
things.
nerd.
There's so many more important things in life, man. Like it not being winter where I am now, and that's really nice.
Yeah. I forget even how we stumbled into this, but we were talking about Apple Card. Oh, the community notes thing.
Yeah, and then I got community noted in real life. That's how.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sam Cole is a nerd.
Yeah, technically speaking, yes. There's a chance that Apple Card will just go away, but yeah. I don't feel like Apple will let that. I don't feel like Apple can let that happen. Like, okay, announcing AirPower and then it going to shit and then not inevitably shipping. That was bad for Apple. But to ship a product that involves a lot of people's a lot of money, and then be like, just kidding. Like a few years later, that I don't think that can slide. That's going to be a nightmare if they can't pull that off. There are talks that they could partner with Amex. I'm not sure if everything will just sort of transfer over. And the hope is that it would be seamless for you, that everyone that has the Apple Card doesn't even know this happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But it is kind of troubling for a second that it is looking like no matter what, Amex or not, they are losing Goldman Sachs because Goldman Sachs is losing a fuck ton of money. And so it doesn't make any
billions, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Yikes.
More money than Casetify could ever pay me.
Yeah.
It's got to keep bringing it back.
So
do you, I can't remember, do you have an Apple Card? Did you get one?
Yeah, I do.
Do you use it?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, literally, anytime I'm paying with Apple Pay, it's 2%.
I was looking for my wallet to get it out, but I can't find it.
I mean, I use it. Like I used it today. I used it yesterday. I used it the day before. Like anytime I'm just like at the grocery store, like 2% cash back is like about standard for the industry right now, but pretty good. You get 3% on Apple products, and I mean, dude, I looked back, and like the daily cash back. There's just so many parts of it that I actually really like, and I hope it doesn't go away.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean the physical card only gives you 1%, but it looks beautiful. They've got the 2% back and everything else.
Like if
the daily cash.
Let's say that Goldman Sachs drops out, they don't get Amex, and Apple Card is dead. You're still going to have a titanium card. It's still going to be titanium. That's pretty cool.
You're still going to get that. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen, and I think it's Amex or Synchrony as well. And I believe Synchrony was an OG partner for Apple's like store card pre-Apple Card. This is like 2000s, early 2010s. And yeah, I love the Apple Card. I really hope it pulls through, but
I'm curious to see if they're going to change any of those percentages, because in order to the next partner for Apple Card also has to agree to that 2% and that 3%. Yes. And it might be difficult to agree to that when the previous partner has lost billions doing the same thing.
Don, I'm here to tell you about a tool that's been indispensable for my business. It's Notion. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. It's Notion. We love Notion here at the Genius Bar.
I love Notion. You're telling me they're sponsoring our podcast now?
This was actually one of the really cool ones that, it's always great like to discover new brands, but especially when there's one that you've been using that's now like, hey, we want you to talk about us because you love us. Yeah. And I'm like, yes, I do. And that's why, I've been using Notion to keep track of all of my business stuff, to keep myself on schedule. And you use Notion as well. which is sick.
Yeah. This is really a reverse Uno card because I've been giving them money and now they're giving us money.
Yeah. So here's how this works.
You combine all of your notes, documents, projects all together in one beautiful place, and navigating that space is easier than ever thanks to Notion's new feature, Q&A, and an AI assistant that answers your questions about next quarter's roundups. Find the marketing campaign proposal that you're looking for, dig up a long-lost link, all in seconds. It's like your own personal Sam, but it's not Sam. It's an AI assistant.
Here's how this works. Notion AI can give you instant answers to your questions using information from across your wiki, projects, docs, and meeting notes. Urgent questions you need to answer, you just ask Q&A. It searches your entire database. It finds the propagated information. It does the work for you is what I'm trying to say, because that means time, and time is money, as they say. And that's big money focus today. Anyway, guys, try Notion AI for free when you go to notion.com/genius. That's all lowercase letters, notion.com/genius to try the powerful, easy to use Notion AI today. And when you use our link, you're supporting our show. That's true. You support our show, guys. Thank you. Notion.com/genius. We love them.
And really, I'm not just saying this. Like they are worth it even before AI was part of it. Even before Notion AI came out, it was worth it just as a service alone. So this is just chef's kiss. Notion.com/genius. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the problem with the Apple Card is it's really the first Apple credit card that wasn't made by a bank. Like it tells you your exact interest you owe. It shows you everything about your spending, what you're spending. I mean, it even innovated bank statements in a way that I don't think people fully appreciate, where it would show you an icon and 7-Eleven, not ** 7XLR Wash Street CA. It just said 7-Eleven. You could see the exact location where you made that transaction. You could see the time. You could see the date. You could see the amount. And it would even organize it into categories and show how much you've spent, on top of telling you how much interest you pay if you don't pay in full. Very clearly. No other credit card has ever done that, because credit cards make money by you being dumb. That's their whole thing. Is like, well, we give you cash back, but you got to remember to pay.
Apple, you played yourself, because you're losing the money.
Yeah, I mean, but my point being, the Apple Card was like actually not innovative, particularly like rewards wise. It's pretty standard for like if you're a min-maxer for credit card and financial. Like, yeah, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, my Apple Card, I'm a billionaire now. But it made finances more accessible to people, and I think that's really cool. Number one. And I think it also shows you that that's not great if you're the partner bank, because then people will actually pay their bills and not spend more than they can. And then they're not going to make that much money, and there's going to be debt accrued by the bank. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So I hope it gets picked up. It's a very cool product. They have cool like cashback deals sometimes, and I mean I certainly use it every time I buy Apple products, which is a lot. So I hope it stays.
Dude, okay, so first of all, just so everyone knows, Genius Bar is not going anywhere. People were worried after after my tweet. They were worried that either you were dead or we were ending Genius Bar. That's not, no plans to end Genius Bar ever. Genius Bar will outlive both of us, and Front Page Tech and Apple Track, and it'll just be around and you don't have to worry. But we're in a very interesting time where we're talking about Apple Card and Casetify because we don't have any fucking news. It is really rough out there. Sam is making iOS 17 videos. He's Zoloteching it out there.
I am. The video actually did better than I thought. I mean, not like great, but like it didn't tank, which I was like, okay, cool. And you know what I think it is that made me really happy? And I think the data actually proved this, because it said more people were watching it from the subscription feed. I think I forgot that I basically only did iOS videos for my first 100,000 subscribers. Like a quarter of the people that watch me probably subscribed for that video, and I just stopped making them. So it was really cool to see.
Went, nah.
It was cool to see the gang come back, and like, it was I don't know. It's fun to make a different video. It's also hard to make videos. A little hard right now
with nothing. Yeah. We tried an interesting tactic with the last FPT. So first of all, thank you for the SE renders, because our SE episode did great. It's got like 170-something thousand views.
You got like triple the views that I got, and you stole my work. Did you Casetify me?
It. No, I put your name on all those renders, even though you tell me not to. This is why I do it, because my video got more views, and people just assume that those were my renders and not
That's
yours.
Fine.
No, it's not fine. That's why I put your name on it. Okay, so we have been... Front Page Tech has always been like almost segmented, where it's like, okay, we used to do a few stories per show, and then we got down to 2 stories per show, but it was like first half is about 1 story, second half is about something lesser. And so people would click off. Not everyone. Like, I think 30%, 35% of the audience would just click off for the second half of the show because they already got what they wanted. So we started testing one subject shows, or like doing shows about just one topic or about one product, and the retention is better on those. So for this time, we didn't have any news to where we could make a whole episode about just one thing. And so I tried a really interesting tactic. I gave Brian three tech news stories, and I said, these all need to be in the show, but the audience can't know that we switched topics. Like, it's not properly segmented. We're like, okay, I'm done talking about this. I'm going to talk about this now. You don't even know what's happening. I just keep throwing new stuff at you, and then the show ends, and retention was much better. So I think playing along with that, where it's like, we will do more than one topic, but we can't let you know that the change is happening, because if you know the change is happening, you'll leave. So we had to trick you. And it somehow worked. So I think we're going to start doing more of that. So prepare your anuses.
Dude, YouTube is so funny.
Also, I showed Sam. We published the episode yesterday, and it was 8 out of 10. And so I was like, fuck YouTube, and I just added "here you go," my key phrase into the title. It's 5 out of 10 now.
Yeah,
I hate this. I hate YouTube so much.
No, I literally looked at your video, and I was just like, yeah, he packaged that SE video better than me, and it was my own renders, which makes me look like a fool. So
what? That is an interesting way to
step
take
my
that.
shit up. I gotta step my shit up.
That is an interesting way to look at that. That's not how I looked at that at all.
But just wait, Prosser. You might be out in Arkansas now. You think you're a big man in town, but out here, you're not shit, buddy. Okay?
What are you going to do? Call me a nerd in the in and out? I also love how...
2 different people to call you a nerd.
I also love how you are very quickly running out of light because you don't own any lights there, and the only light you have is the sun, and it's leaving you. What time is it here? It's 7 p.m.
That's
here.
what you
it's
thought.
What, 5 over there?
Watch this. Ow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys like
Look at
this?
That.
This is the face of a man who lost his Casetify sponsorship.
The budget after Casetify, the budget is really low, man. This looks really rough.
I think I'm only getting paid for the second thing I did for them, like now. Or actually, I just got it the other day. So yeah, I'm all paid up. Sorry, guys.
Wait, you accepted Casetify money after a controversy? How
I think it was more
dare
like
you? You should have sent it right back to Eric and said, "Never mind, I cannot accept this. Send it back to him.
Keep it." Even though I definitely sold them probably hundreds of cases, I should not take money.
Hundreds of stolen cases, you little heathen.
I feel like I had a bone to pick with you.
But
and
you're
I remember
too grateful
what it is
now.
You were being Mean Division
Pro
again.
Me?
You were being Mean Division Pro on your show.
How?
Because you said, shocker that it's not ready. Oh, shocker that Mark said March. Oh, you're like, of course,
you and I have both said this on
all.
the show, though. You even said that you think that I was right about it not being ready. Everything is said on Genius Bar before it's said on our main channels. And I said this weeks ago on Genius Bar where I said... Or you said, I think you were right about them not being ready, and we had a whole conversation about it. I say it on Front Page Tech, and now it's a problem?
Because it's the way you say it. You're being mean to it on Front Page Tech. You were being nice to it on Genius Bar. Like, I really hope it works, but yeah, I was definitely not ready. But on Front Page Tech, you're like,
on Front Page Tech.
I know. That's why I didn't like you in the first place.
Are you going back to your roots of hating my guts?
No, I still love you, baby.
Dude, you I don't even know why I'm still showing you because it's
how bad is
dark.
it?
It's really
Okay,
bad.
yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, I can't. So just so everybody knows, I'm currently recording this on my iPhone, and I'm sitting on my mattress, and that is my life right now. So maybe we end the show here.
Well, I don't know if we most certainly have not been recording long enough. It's been 54 minutes with ads. So we're going to have to go on another like 10, 15 minutes most likely.
Okay.
I will look
right.
at our notes to see if there's anything to save us. Hey, look at this. Rumor, redesigned action button with force sensor coming to the entire iPhone 16 lineup. Are we really
Oh my
Are
God.
we really What?
iPhone 16. Is this better?
Yeah, wow. Have you talked about it on your channel yet? Have you stumped to my levels of low?
No, but we're working on start video soon for it.
Are you working on it?
I think it's I think it's time. I think we're about due for iPhone 16 news. I'm starting to get excited again. But dude, people still care about the iPhone 15 Pro, I think. People still enjoying that phone, and they should, because it's a good phone. Yeah.
It is a good phone. That's the problem, though. It's like it is just good, and it's hard to make content about something that's just pretty good. Apple,
Well,
you
have to call
monster.
it-
Give us a controversy.
Oh, I mean, did you not watch my iPhone 15 Pro has a problem video?
First of all, you talked about that first on Genius Bar. Or no, wait. Was it just a private
I
conversation?
think I did. You never really know with us.
Because I came up
Could
with
be
that
anything.
title. The iPhone 15 Pro has one problem.
Oh, is that where my brain got it from?
Yes.
Thank you, then.
Because you couldn't think of a title, and I was like, you could name it literally just, it has one problem. Because you were like, you didn't want to say iPhone 15 Pro has a problem and only mention one. So I said, literally just name it that. And you did. And that video did well, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, it did good, surprisingly, for like a late November upload. But last week was also crazy because it was Black Friday, and all the companies were like, "Can you make Black Friday videos about us?" And John and I were like,
That's really tough.
Water.
Yeah, the brands are like, we
Water.
need so many videos, and we're like, what do we make them about?
I mean, looking back, like some of them started really bad, but I'm like, no, this is like pretty good performance for me now. And I'm like, I always just appreciate like people watching, and I was like, damn, you guys are the best. Thank you for.
You guys are the best.
Yeah.
Well,
there was something else to talk about for iPhone 16. Oh, do you see the 5x telephoto tetraprism is going to come to the regular 15 Pro?
I thought we knew that.
Yeah, but those little.
I thought we knew that like
skunks.
the day that the iPhone 15 came out. Or Pro.
Those little skunks, dude. I thought it was a size constraint thing. Remember when that was the story, that it was just the tetraprism was too big for the regular 15 Pro?
Mm-hmm.
Nuh-uh. There ain't no telephoto.
Well, didn't that happen?
It's
Wasn't that
tetraprism.
originally like
Or not
the
telephoto.
iPhone 7 Plus?
Periscope.
With the iPhone 7 Plus, you could have two cameras because it was bigger, and then it was like optical image stabilization or something. It's always been a thing where it's like we can only do this because it's bigger, but then it always trickles down. I'm gonna be very happy with that next year. That's gonna be very great. Apple, you dirty dogs, you should have included it this year.
I know, right? Dude, the clarity of that lens. I don't actually have a Pro Max, but I've used people's. I've spent some time with it. Man, the clarity of that 5x telephoto it's insane. Like I just don't even know how they made a lens that good and that clear. It's insane especially for a 5x with zoom. It's really impressive, and I'm very excited to have that on my 15 Pro next year, or 16 Pro. There was another rumor. Let's talk. You want to close out the show? I got a good conversation for us.
Give me a conversation.
Have you heard the rumors about that 16 Pro capture button?
Yes, that's been floating around, hasn't it, since like the week of iPhone 15 Pro coming out from Unknowns 21 or whatever.
But I'm trying to figure out. We already have an action button that can be programmed to the camera. So what is this? They're going to add a second action button? That don't make no sense.
Well, it doesn't sound programmable. It sounds like it's going in for a reason. Is it going across the whole lineup?
What? I think I Dude, I can't
So
remember.
yeah, there's supposed to be a capture button that's going to go across the whole lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, internally, I don't know what the actual name of it's going to be, but internally, I guess it's being called the capture button. So it's like that can only mean a couple things. I wonder if it'll be directly related to spatial video.
It says it's located on the same side as the power button.
I mean, that's the only fucking side available anymore, dude. It's getting crazy.
It'll be capacitive.
So maybe where the millimeter wave antenna is?
Oh, the capture button. So it sounds like
right
the
here.
haptic buttons are coming next year.
Oh, that rumor's back? We're doing that again?
And to confirm what you said, yes, it says the extra capacitive button, the capture button, is apparently coming to all iPhone 16 models. What?
Well, that's why I said spatial video, because we're also hearing that the lenses on the base models are also going back to vertical to facilitate capturing spatial video. So I wonder if it's all... What?
Dog, you just blew my fucking mind.
Go ahead. I blow your mind in the dark. Hey, Sam, it's been a running theme so far in the show that time is money and money is time. Agreed?
I agree.
Well, think about how much time your business is losing out on, how much money your business is losing out on when all of your employees have to sit there and remember their passwords, try to remember their passwords, try to create strong ones when you as a business owner know they're not strong passwords. That's why today's episode is sponsored by NordPass. Yay! Yes. Allow your employees to log into their accounts in seconds by autofilling credentials across all devices that they use for work. Enable them to share sensitive data like credentials or credit card details between colleagues safely and efficiently, create strong passwords, and make payments using the highest cybersecurity technology standard. It's amazing. Sam, do you love NordPass?
Yes. Let me tell you why I love NordPass, John. Password managers are everything to me. They're everything. I would literally die without my password manager because it has the sensitive data that keeps me and my business running. Here's how this works. You know my little employee guy that makes all the cool renders? I send him information and logins for things through NordPass. Then he goes, oh, great. I don't have to. He doesn't forget it. He doesn't be like, oh, Sam, I'm a little guy. No, he can't use the little guy excuse anymore. I'm a little guy. Because with NordPass, he is a fully functioning human, which is very important. Without NordPass, your employees, they're just little baby people. You need your human employees to be humans. And I really lost the thread there. But let me just say this. NordPass will help you find that thread again, guys. Listen, we absolutely love NordPass. They are the best. You can see
really do.
NordPass business in action now with a 3-month free trial. NordPass.com/geniusbar.
What, did you say a full 3 months?
That's a lot of months, John. I don't know if you're familiar.
Upgrade your baby people to full-fledged humans with a 3-month free trial. Again, free, so there's no excuse not to do this. NordPass.com/geniusbar. Link is in the show notes or in the YouTube description, wherever. You have no excuse not to try something for free. If we give you free things and you go, no, I don't like free, then are you even a genius? I don't think so.
Guys, secure your business effortlessly with a 3-month NordPass trial. Use GeniusBar activation code at NordPass.com/GeniusBar. Limited time offer. Thanks, NordPass, for sponsoring.
Thank you, NordPass.
The whole
Looks like you're going to tell me a spooky story.
I'm like, why is Apple moving the camera alignment on the regular 16 to be vertical? They just want it to look different. No. They're doing it to mirror the double lenses being straight on the 15 Pro, which works with spatial video.
Yeah.
But, so here's my question. Does Apple know something we don't? Because it seems like they are investing a lot and banking. Like, if you're telling me they're going to put a hardware button on their #1 selling product just so it can record 3D video, I feel like that's something that can't be a flop.
It's all marketing, though. Think about it. Putting a dedicated button for this feature makes you use the feature. Like, it makes it more important if there's a whole dedicated button. It's not just like cinematic video is an option that you can choose from. No. This is a whole, especially to get everyone on board first year. This is capture your memories with this button. This is how important we think it is. Also, here's how to watch it, by the way. You got to buy this $3,500 thing. Maybe a few years down the line we have cheaper versions, but that's the way to force people to, or at least make it appear more important, is to give them a whole dedicated button on the phone, because then regular people are going to be asking the same question. Why is this a whole new button on the phone? This must be pretty important.
I mean, that's compelling. I just feel, I think that, and I'm just going to bet this now. I think the capture button is going to be a thing like the Dynamic Island, where we get like parts of the story, but we don't get the full story till the unveil. It's got that energy to me
absolutely.
where I'm like, something's, they're cooking again. They're cooking something in the kitchen. They're whipping up a stir fry.
I'm listening to you, but
I've got my brightness on.
Ridiculous.
I've got my brightness off, dude.
No.
What do you want me to do?
It just looks like you're under the covers telling me a spooky story.
White screen. Here, you want it to look like me, Buster? Look. Ow.
Looks literally the same, but all right. Holy dude, that gets intense. The whole wall lit up behind you. Holy, it looks like there's a fire in front of you.
You were like, why did you buy the new 16-inch space? By the way, I can't see anything right now. I only see this light. You're like, why'd you do this? And I said, you never know when you're going to need that slight little bonus. This gets 100 nits brighter than the last MacBook Pro. So everybody's saying,
he did it for Genius Bar, everybody.
And by the way, I'd like to also defend myself while I'm here. May I?
You may.
Everybody said, you don't need 128 gigabytes of RAM. Why did you buy 128 gigabytes of RAM in your MacBook? Nobody needs 128 gigabytes of RAM. You know who else bought 128 gigabytes of RAM?
Who, Sam?
John Gruber, our mutual friend, who runs his podcast and website, Daring Fireball / The Talk Show. I think I flipped those names around.
How is this proving your point?
He's been in the game longer than anybody. He would clearly know whether you need it or not.
Hang on. Your example and your reasoning for as to why it's okay for Sam Cole to buy 128 gigabytes of RAM is just naming another person with disposable income in the same industry who's also an extreme nerd like us. That is your reasoning? That's how you're defending yourself? Just to be clear?
Yeah, because if he does it, then it's okay.
Okay, so our metric for anything is if John Gruber does it, it must be all right. It's hard to disagree with that. John Gruber is a flawless human, so
we got to get him on the show. He's a cool dude. I listen to his podcast every week. If you guys ever want to get another like tech podcast that like
no,
seriously and is functional,
we're gonna let. He's in the same category, making an Apple podcast just like us, and his is really successful. And so we should just do what Dbrand did. Let's make large marketing campaign. Has he ever said a word that we say a lot where we can be like, he stole that from us? Like, does he say, hey, guys?
He says the.
What a thief, dude. What a fucking thief, John Gruber. You either come on this show and defend yourself or you shut your show down. Those are the only two alternatives. You must choose one.
Yeah. And you might be
We'll
out
see
there
you in court,
Philly.
Gruber. John Gruber.
You're a small fry.
Wait.
I don't actually.
Dude. He also stole my name. This town ain't big enough for two of us.
You're gonna stand for that?
No, absolutely. There can only be one John in Apple Podcast land, and it's me.
It's John.
I am younger. I am more spry. I've seen you walking around. It looks like you need a little bit of oil, like the Tin Man, John. And I'm just saying, my youth. I could probably tackle you to the ground and keep you there for a long time.
Yeah,
so
I'm going dark mode now.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, you're trying to get us sued. You can't say dark mode on an Apple podcast. Luke Miani will be coming for us next.
Oh, this bed is so comfortable.
He's given up, everybody. For all your listeners, you are missing out on literally zero things. It is pitch black. Can't see anything. I can't even tell that there's a camera on. It just looks like it's black in there. Like it's just a black screen. How's this? Just me and black. Well, on that note, now that we've ruined our friendships with Luke Miani and John Gruber, I called him.
We'll be back next week because this is the Genius Bar, baby. It's the #1 tech podcast in the world, and we appreciate you guys for watching every week. I am coming to you live from the City of Angels. Do I look like an angel?
No, not right now. You look scary.
I'll work on that. Okay, I'm sorry. Ooh.
This looks like a found footage movie, dude.
Hi, I've been holed up in this room. The door's been locked for weeks. I haven't shown my face since the case-defy debacle went down.
Oh, this is how we should open the show. I'm disappointed that it wasn't dark already.
I know. I was just saying. Okay. Well, we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Does this allow you to like see me? Okay. We love you guys. I'm gonna go wash my car because it's really dirty. But I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me and for following me in my dreams to LA. And please send all comments and feedback to me as well.
Yes, please do. We'll see you guys. Oh my goodness. We'll see you guys next week.
For an almost regular show. I might still be here.
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Bottom line is, you thought Genius Bar was over, but it's not. It's never over. We are forever.
I don't care how many times the piece of plastic on my phone gets canceled. I'm going to still be here.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week. We love you. Thanks for making it work, Sam.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. And love everybody.
We love everybody. Good day to everybody but John Gruber.
And Case-Defy, because they do need to atone for their sins. Okay. Love you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. We did it.
That was wild. Oh my god, dude. It's actually so fucking dark.
Wow, it is actually just complete darkness now.
Holy shit.
I should leave this in.
How is it this dark?
I don't know how you're that dark, actually.
Hey, baby. It's been a while since you've been at the Genius Bar. You trying to crawl in this bed with me?
It's still recording, by the way. I'm going to keep this, I think.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. That was uncomfortable.
Okay, I won't.